Okay, so we're back, right back into it. Scott's still repping the Morrissey merch. I'm still repping the white tee.
Scrub-a-dub and the
Black standard hoodie that Evan always brings to the table. Always
What? This is a new hoodie. my new Carhartt. This is the only piece of Carhartt that I own. I got it for
I
Christmas.
can get Carhartt on right now.
We have to make sure to have as much Carhartt as possible.
That's the word for today's playlist is Carhartt.
Carhartt? Oh my god, in my mind, there's so many songs just popped in my head.
Our word is it's off the top playlist, so the word is tomorrow. So it's maybe reflections on the future.
All right, I'll do it first. So I'm gonna take it back in time to tomorrow. So this guy Roland, he's just like one-off jazz keyboardist, but he makes really cool album. The song is called Second Wave. Can't really tell you much about him. Album's from '75. Blah 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 blah. This guy because he made one album and then like disappeared. You got it, Scott?
His name? I can't.
Roland
with a Y.
Something.
Think.
So
no, just experience. That's what you're supposed to do.
I think
this song.
That's a good word for this. It was definitely an experience. It was very entrancing. I really got lost in that. And when you just get a solid bass line like that, it's hard to go wrong with a jazz song. And the drums were crazy. And quality, I think the Second Wave is a good name for this because I don't know how many waves, but I did notice near the end, like it kind of came back in and there was kind of like a sudden rush of like sound and it felt like there was a lot of ideas coming into the second wave. And then it kind of was the last like 30 seconds of the song. Maybe there was another wave in there, I don't know, but like thrusting yourself, like forcing yourself into tomorrow maybe.
I thought it was kind of like a bleaker image of tomorrow. Like in the beginning, it's like kind of soulless and the drums and these keys just kind of like wash over you with no real direction or tonality. I mean, when the bass comes in, obviously that changes. So the bass line is like totally grooving and the drums are totally grooving. Before the bass comes in, it's just kind of like...
Damn, that's a bleak image of tomorrow. It felt to me that it
You
was
didn't
like
wanna hear
very... It was lacking in boundaries. And I know that is that meme where it's like, you don't hate jazz, you fear its lack of boundaries, but that was very true in this. I can almost picture all the musicians showing up late and kind of just taking what they got and make do with whatever the drummer's doing, which is kind of like life, right? Where you take it day by day and you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. But at the end of the day, when you go to bed, you got to realize that you got to take things day by day. And
wow. All right, let's close it out. That was great.
Wow, I didn't get that deep. Oh, I thought it was. Yeah, no, I just thought that a lot of the texturing on a lot of the instruments was really satiny smooth. And the drum solo at the end was crazy, but I loved how they added the melody back in again. Like for the last like 10 seconds, it's kind of like that rush of the wave. And then like, you know, when the other wave's coming in, it like kind of...
Oh, yeah, the undertow. The undertow.
Yeah.
I think like the part that makes it like the most like tomorrow for me is kind of just how frantic it is. There's no like really a space to breathe. Like the drummer, it must have been on like, you know, cocaine when they recorded this because he is just playing so quickly and for such a long period of time.
It's going to be my pick. We're going to listen to the new SZA song called Good Days. Recently came out.
None of those.
Temporary R&B artist Good Days. Yeah, we're just going to get into it whenever you guys are ready.
Wow.
Jacob Collier does the backup vocals.
Wow.
No way.
No.
I'm about to text him congrats.
Hello.
You know, I broke into my Carlos bag and drew something during the...
Oh, you drew something?
It's too
drew
bright.
something?
Really close, like really close to the camera. We can't see it.
Let's see.
Ooh.
That's
It was a line
drank.
drawing of a, you know, just a glass of red wine. So,
Reminisce.
a glass of wine. Looking forward to tomorrow. But my favorite part of the song was, other than her vocals, obviously she's an amazing vocalist, and Jacob Collier's backups, was the falling synths at the end of the song, like the outro, like a couple last seconds. It was like the... Oh, that was like really cool.
I feel like that was like very Travis Scott inspired.
The beginning was really cool. I loved the guitar in the beginning and how it like was really in kind of in the quiet, and then it like came up even like from behind, it, like, you know, comes over you and then it appears in the mix.
Oh no. All right. In the meantime, I also drew some.
Why does it only crash when I'm talking? Why can't it crash when someone else is talking?
Heavy cream because that beat was creamy.
Cool. I thought the development in the first half was really good. The way She kept adding layers like the guitar and then, the drums and her, and then the bass came in and then the singers came in and the synth. I thought it was very well paced. Everyone our age thinks that like their life is over because of the expectations of social media, even though our lives are just starting. And I think that's kind of what she's saying, like, better days are ahead.
That's why
Yeah.
delete social media 2021.
Structure of the song was very reassuring, and the outro was just like a perfect like modern pop R&B outro.
We need those kind of vibes in 2021. Like, I'm ready for some good days.
Like, fuck the bullshit.
Fuck the bullshit. I'm ready for the heavy cream.
I'm gonna go next. It's a
Go
little
ahead.
bit of a bummer, but I feel like I had to put this in here. One of my favorite artists of all time, tragic death, MF Doom. It's called Cells, off of Born Like This, which is easily MF Doom's darkest record, but one of his best. There it is. I just had to ruin the mood real quick.
In the moment, it's hard to get past the Bukowski at the beginning, like mentally. Paints a scarily accurate picture of today. His lines are like tongue twisters. Even each line, it's like within itself is like every word rhymes with the next word. It's pretty incredible.
Tomorrow we gotta work towards. Let's get it.
Firstly, R.I.P. Obviously, rest in peace. This is like MF Doom is one of the artists where I've like listened to like whatever projects that I have, the few that I have, and just listened through like 5 times, and I still don't catch everything. That's how like incredible his lyricism is, and I think this is a great showing of it. There's no other way to put it. It's just simply ridiculous.
Yeah, this time I didn't draw a picture. I was just gonna turn the camera around
You're
and
gonna cry?
like, point at the. It was like walking through like playing Fallout, and you're just in this
Like a wasteland.
dystopian. To be able to sit down and like have the words pop in your mind in the order and just the fashion and cadence and everything that he was able to do, so just complete. It's mind-boggling
Beyond
to me.
impressive.
The only problem with this song is just it's hard to choose between which poem I like better, because Bukowski is just so on point. I've never heard this spoken word version of one of his poems and I love his voice too. He just has like such like a gritty, like unrelenting delivery. It's cheaper to go to jail than pay the lawyers and things like that.
Cheaper to die than go to hospital. Go to the
Yeah.
hospital.
Yeah, and the timpani just hard. Love the when you can get a simple like couple chord beat, but it's like if you get that sound right on the chord, it's just like different.
I think that's the first time I've ever heard someone call a timpani.
I'm gonna do a huge shout out to one of my favorite artists,
Christina Madian.
Christine by Snail Mail.
I can sing it to you if you want me to.
I would love nothing more than to hear that.
She's like Scott's like dream like girlfriend, like a celebrity crush.
When you said she hails from, I thought you were gonna say like some like crazy country, but you're just like
Not the mud.
West Deer Park.
Not from the same plot.
She
Yeah.
did it at the- Wow, that's really like an epic. It's like an opera.
That would probably go hard in the Sistine Chapel.
The pristine chapel.
From 3, Evan, from 3.
I went first last time, I think.
Okay. Yeah, you
I can go
did.
first again though.
Yeah.
Unless someone else wants to go first.
I'll go first. Or no,
all
Cause you.
Actually, Evan, you go ahead.
This song creates a false sense of nostalgia, I think. In the chord progression and the kind of guitar riff, the simplicity of the guitar riff. Drums were a lot more lifelike, lively than I would expect from a song in this genre. Played a bunch of different stuff. He was playing ghost notes. He was changing it up in the verse. He was the last verse. He was playing with the cross sticks. I loved how he was changing up. It makes it feel a lot more real and authentic. In the chorus, she harmonizes with herself and fills up the spectrum. There's a lot more elements. It suddenly becomes way bigger than the verse, which is kind of thin.
Some standout lines that I felt connected with me. Anything better than coming clean. Feels like the same party every weekend. I know a lot of us are going through like feel like we're living the same
Every day, not even every weekend.
Repeated, yeah. Go for a walk. Just go for a walk.
Thought it was gonna be more bedroom pop, but this was like bedroom pop punk. So this was like more up my alley. She really had that punk attitude, like the turns in her voice and her delivery. I think she really like had it on point. Like this was like real shit. This was not some bullshit bedroom pop. This was like real.
Voice and the way they produce her vocals makes her sound much more like a regular person.
Yeah, my favorite part of the song is the end, and she's like, and be honest with me, who do you change for? Like that inflection in her voice right there when she's screaming like and out of everyone, just the amount of emotion. But it it looks towards tomorrow in a more like melancholy.
Get over it. She's not thinking about you.
It reminded me of Heard Her Call My Name a little bit.
I guess we all know how the state of our mental health with everyone's choices.
I had the or no, we.
Talk to
we
me
all
in
had
2
happy
weeks and we'll see how I'm feeling.
But
That
we
was
did
so-
have some pretty bleak images. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Bet
yeah.
on the Toronto every game of the regular season.
I think they lost tonight actually. Oh, they won. They won by
man.
5 against the Suns.
Tonight being
Comment if you like going on walks.
Comment the best place to
Don't
walk.
tell us which.